Okay guys, I was hoping I wouldn't have to make a video like this, but I'll admit, I spoke too soon and I was wrong. Bungie are good at a few things, I'll give them that. They're good at content gameplay because let's admit that when it comes to the sandbox of core gameplay like abilities, they do a smashing job in my opinion. And trailers, they're good at overhyping things up, but they never deliver on that promise. But the one thing that they're really good at, that's probably their strongest area, is monetization and market manipulation. They released Ashen Iron not as a quality content drop for players, but instead, they throw it back in your face and market it as a free update, which it is. What you get for a free update is what you get, but what people don't tend to understand is that this is just market manipulation. It's a marketing tactic used in a lot of games to bring hype and excitement to a game that anybody can jump straight into, but at the cost of delivering excessively low and poor quality content, but also at the cost of also delivering excessive amounts of cosmetics and bundles. The goal for a free update is to under-deliver core quality content like a new activity or a bunch of reused assets, but over-deliver on the content that tempts the player into spending real money. I don't like to be direct and say this out, but I'll say it. Ashen Iron is just a cash grabber. That's all it is. Step 1, get the players into the game. You do this by advertising a free content drop. Step 2, you do everything you can to make sure that player stays in the game, which increases the odds of them spending money through microtransactions. This is achieved by purposely inflating low quality item drops, that be through bright engrams given duplicate items, or by manipulating player attention by giving the player a pointless grind that they believe is valuable for a limited time and that they need to grind because of FOMO. Things like weekly events. If you don't play, you're going to miss out on those juicy tier 5 rewards. The final but most disgusting step is getting you to spend money. That trick is often done by luring players to the store by any means possible. That could be an Eververse pop-up, it could be a free item in a store, and so on. Usually adding something like free bright dust enforces this concept. People are made aware that there is free bright dust in the store, so they check it out, and in doing so they scroll past some cool looking bundles that might tempt the player into making a purchase, and boom, they gotcha. Call of Duty does this trick extremely well. They make you aware that something is free in the store, you go check it out, but wait, before you claim that pointless 15-minute double XP token or whatever they have to give you, you have to scroll past a ton of bundles first to get there. This trick is the most disgusting store manipulation tactic in gaming history, and it's a disgrace that the gaming industry has come to this. I don't have problems with cosmetics being in the store, but I do when it's interfering with the core game's quality, when prioritizing cosmetic paid content over the actual game content, and it's done deliberately. Bungie are happy to fix store related bugs in record time, but can leave paid dungeon content like bugs in Vesper's Host just sitting there for months. It's a disgrace and companies need to be called out on it. The Ashen Iron update is literally just a cash grab. They release a free Bright Dust bundle right next to two of the most overhyped bundles ever released. People have been waiting for a Taken armor set and also a Taken shader since the dawn of time, literally. And now if you want them, you just gotta pay $20. For reference, you can buy some of the best ever games being made recently for the same price if not cheaper. A full game release for the same price as one damn shader. Like seriously, what has this game come to? And don't get me started on the new past seasons archive crap. Sure, it's nice to reclaim old seasonal cosmetics, but isn't that what bright engrams were supposed to do originally? Now they're just giving players the option to spend more money to buy all the old seasonal stuff that you can just get from bright engrams anyway. This game is so done for, it honestly makes me mad. A game that we used to all love. There is one last thing I want to touch on before I probably uninstall this game soon, and that's delaying the update that should have been with Ashen Iron, and delaying the raid and putting the exotic mission into October. These delays were not made because they need more time. If you honestly believe that, then I don't know. I wouldn't trust a word from a thieving company that steals artwork and manipulates XP games and other content in the past. The real reason why they're delaying them is purely because they want player retention as high as possible, overlapping with the next month so that their numbers look better to their parent company Sony. Not only that, they want viewer numbers higher for the day 1 epic raid, all of which they know they can't get with Borderlands 4 coming this week. Everything is about money. Everything is about inflating player numbers and just manipulating you as a valuable player to their game. They don't care about you, they don't care about their game, they only care about making as much money from you as possible. It's been this way since they made Dungeon Keys a thing back in Witch Queen and started development on Marathon, and that is the sad but unfortunate truth. The Bungie we once knew and loved is long gone, because if they cared about the player base at all, they would put their players first before money, rather than overhyping things and collaborating with Star Wars to make Destiny something that it isn't and shouldn't ever be. If you had confidence in your own product, you wouldn't have to do everything you can to rob your players. Just make good content and people will play. It's that damn simple.